books. Can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. Call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Tuesday, January 6th. We're set and ready to go on this Epiphany day. We've got live at soccer from Italy, where Epiphany is a big holiday. So why not have a little live action here? The tennis card's wrapping up as well, and we've got a great sports betting day ahead with NBA, NHL, college basketball today off of Monday night's action, including, that national championship game. We hit it big time here with the game between Illinois State and Montana State. We gave you the over yesterday, and boy, did it end up going over there with the national championship game, a thrilling game that went to overtime, a 1-point victory for Montana State to win the national championship yesterday in FCS. That was pretty cool as the Bobcats blocked that PAT kick in overtime, then scored on their own possession to win. Saw the Bobcats quarterback there had a pretty good game, 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, Lamson, and Montana State survived a furious second half comeback by Rittenhouse of the Redbirds, 311 yards and 4 touchdowns. Bobcats finished 14-2 to win the national championship there. So that was cool. And we had the winner here on the Morning Steam yesterday. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming in. We're going to look at the card here today and get you ready for the action tonight. Really not a lot of other day action. There is a game also in EPL today with Forest taking on West Ham and a couple of other games in Italian League, some African Cup of Unders as well today. And good to have you here. Let's say hello to everyone and get the show started after yesterday's action. See how you guys did, see how we did here on the show. On Monday, we got Cash Kane in here. We've got, oh my God, look at this. Oh, Andrew K. Oh, how do we got to come, what kind of segment could we have? Andrew K. He just hit a home run here, makes my brain spin. We got to have a segment. How can you not have the Ramon Doctrine, especially, we know about the doctrines out there right now, right? We know what's going on. We got to make our own doctrine here. Good call, Andrew. Let's get it. Oh, we need a segment for this, like it's a play or something. I always said, I don't have my own play of the day name. Everyone's got a fancy nickname for their big play. There it is. I got to come up with it somehow. The Ramon Doctrine. Oh, Andrew K. Where do I send the royalties? All right, Twisted's here this morning. Robert as well. Parma Jake, Yo D, he's ready to go with us here on the show. And also, Robert's here as well. Had some winners last night. Greg Gibson, ready to crack the money machine and get started here. D Money, ready to go also. Greg Gibson, here as well. Terrell says the Spartans got that win there. Hey, we did have some wins ourselves here yesterday, especially on the morning steam. Hey, we had that Columbia Cornell game to go over yesterday. That was an easy call, man. They were trucking up and down the court there in the Ivy League opener. Columbia got that win. We also came through with some other morning steam winners, including William and Mary and College of Charleston over. We had that one here on the morning steam show yesterday. That was pretty good game there, and hopefully you guys had the winners as well. We've also brought home winners yesterday here in the NHL. Not many, but we did have Utah and the Rangers game to go under as our winner here on the show. But other than that, we really took a swing and a miss here yesterday. But NBA was certainly a little bit better yesterday. Brought home some winners here on the show yesterday with the Knicks and the Pistons game to go under. We had that one as a winner here on the morning steam. Also, the Bulls and the Celtics under, a winner here on the show. Atlanta and Toronto. Yeah, remember we were going under in every game. That one went under as well. Did we go under in? I'm sorry. Brought home the other winner here. One other winner on the card there last night was with the debatable Clippers ended up going off a 4-point underdog. We talked about it here on the show yesterday. They were probably about a 1-point favorite, and we gave it out at that. So I'll take a push, but you might have gotten the winner there with the points there at the end. Okay. And good card here today. We'll hopefully get some steam going here for our college coverage here, and we're just about set to open the markets as well. Looks like another big day here. Santa Claus rally continues. I hope it doesn't end here on the Epiphany Day. Guess that's when it would end here technically, right? All right. Who else is joining us here in the chat? We're ready to go today. We got Public Enemy with us. Hey, Nuke is here. Like this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Cliff Floyd is here as well. Steve Electarian. Man, what a crowd here today. I better do a good job here right now. Terrell says, put some respect on Nebraska's name. Hey, we were definitely thinking about Nebraska there yesterday, but good job there, you guys. All right. All right, another few headlines. Cowboys, I believe, have just reportedly announced the firing of Matt Eberflus as their defensive coordinator. That seems like a pretty no-brainer here, the way the Cowboys defense rolled around. We got all the Black Monday news there out of the way. There were some other firings after we left the air. Here yesterday as well there with, I think Gannon happened after we left the air yesterday, and we'll see. Now all of a sudden you got Stefanski. He's going to head down and interview with a bunch of teams out now that he's out of Cleveland. McCarthy could end up with the Giants, maybe the Titans as well. So these coaches are bouncing all over the place. We'll see where they end up. All right, and also, some great other college basketball games yesterday. I will mention some of the featured games certainly on the card here for Tuesday night, not just the Nebraska in the top 10 for the first time. Remember, I was like, let's hear the rankings. Let's see what we got, man. Nebraska, top 10 team here right now. And also, Rutgers beat Oregon in overtime. They made 30 of 34 free throws in that game. So Rutgers with the win there. All right, some steam coming in here right now. That'll get us going in the right direction. We get ready to start the show here straight away. And it is Texas Tech and Houston. We have some steam in this one. To the over in this one with Texas Tech and Houston. That surprises me a little bit. It was 141. It's up to 142.5 here right now, it looks like, with Texas Tech and Houston taking that steam to the over right now. In fact, I'm seeing it here 143.5 at circa right now. So big move there to the over with Texas Tech and Houston. Getting it rolling here. Our Thompson's here as well. Good to see Nug back. Man, great to see Nug there. And he was talking hoops there. Oh, and talking also, oh, yes, Charlotte Hornets as well. With that game, we had the Hornets there in the game. Well, I think we had the over on the show, but I know we were talking up the Hornets big time there. I know I had them on another show and did bet on them for sure. Greg said the Thunder there. AOD says Nebraska's got the men and the women on lockdown here right now. All right. Andrew said, who had Charlotte? Not only were they 15-point dog, they could have covered 15 yesterday. Hey, we just saw the final there, last match of the night. Bedosa wins it over Boscova in 3. 6-7, 6-4, 6-2. Final from Brisbane here. And that wraps up the tennis action. Hopefully going to open up my card here soon on this opening week of tennis. I'm certainly betting some matches here, but haven't sent out any public picks yet. But, we're getting started here first week. Take a look at some of these matches. And, man, it's been some good tennis here. Hope I'm not missing out on some public winners there. All right, and let's get ready. Let's get going here. We do have a lot of games, so let's just get started, shall we? First, you can get more picks from me today over at winnable.com/Ramon. I've already sent out my 5-pack here today in college basketball, so hopefully we'll score. We did have some winners yesterday with our winnable picks, and also I have a 3-pack of soccer matches, including one of the Epiphany Day matches from Serie A today. And I've got 3 picks up there right now in the premiums over there. But yesterday we did score VIP premiums yesterday, and our VIP pick. Our VIP free pick scored with Princeton and Penn. We sent out that one a win to the over there in that one. Our VIP selection. Get signed up over at winnable.com and sign up for the free picks. But also on our premium picks there yesterday, we did go 2-1 winners with Southeast Louisiana plus the points against Lamar, and Harvard and Dartmouth game to go under was our other premium pick winner there. 2-1 on the college basketball premiums. A little bit of a light day there yesterday, but should pick it up today. Man, there go the markets. Looking good here. Strong open here, up a quarter it looks like. All right, cool. I'll use promo code STEAM to save 20% at checkout and get those picks with me. And also you can win the picks. Hopefully I won't forget. I already have the tool turned on here, so we'll have a fair drawing today. Nobody gets shut out. You know what? It's only appropriate. Sometimes I forget, and then the people who commented early, it should be fair to everyone, but sometimes I screw up. But everyone who hangs out for the whole show usually at least gets in there, is what I think the way it goes. But we'll have a drawing at the end of the show. Just comment in the chat, say hello. That's all you need to do. You can type the number 1 if you want, but just say hi, make a pick if you'd like. Hey, remember the picks get on the screen here. So, okay, let's get to it right now and go to the action here on Tuesday and start off in the NBA with the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Indiana Pacers. NBA action here for Tuesday. Pacers still struggling here at this point. Man, they're on a big-time losing streak right now with figure no end in sight. But you know what? This might be the matchup that they're looking for here, actually, considering that the Cavaliers are one of the worst spread teams in the league, and the Pacers, despite this terrible season they're undergoing right now, they've covered a few games here and there, unlike the Cavs, who are 12-25 ATS and 9-22 against the spread as a favorite. Also, Cleveland is just 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against Indiana. Could this be the one that Indiana could even finally get a win here and snap this 10-game losing streak today? They've also lost 6 straight at home. They're just 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. They've lost and failed as underdogs in back-to-back games here right now. Meanwhile, Cleveland comes off of a loss at home against Detroit that snapped a 3-game losing streak for the Cavaliers. So I think if you look at the trends here, you actually could put the, you could kind of look to the Pacers here, I think, today, but I might try the total in this one. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. You're welcome to comment with me and make a pick here. You have a Cleveland team. They are 9-6 to the over on the road, but they're also 1-4 to the under in their last 5 games overall here. I think if you look at these two teams, they kind of trend under for sure right now, and they have met already twice this season. The game here in Indiana was 135 to 119. Cleveland smoked them here in Indy. Cleveland also won at home 120 to 109 back in November. So let's go to you in the chat, see what you have to say here as we get the show started today with Cleveland taking on Indiana here today. I appreciate everyone coming in here for the show. All right, we get started here with Pacers for Robert today. He's our first pick. There's Aubrey, the sports betting alien, I think. Pacers money line. Greg Gibson on Cleveland here, it looks like. Or this might be his projection. I never know with Greg here. Robert wondering about those injuries today with Spider. Does feel like a big deal today. I think that's another major factor with this game for sure. In fact, the spread is actually down here at 5 at the sharp books right now, but I think it's already been determined that Spider's out of this game today. He's out. Dean Wade questionable. Jared Allen questionable as well. Also for the Pacers in here, Isaiah Jackson questionable. And Ben Mathurin has a thumb injury right now and not looking good there. So a little bit of a setback there for Mathurin as he's out of the game. And still, I think here, like I said, I think for me, I think these two teams kind of going to go under here today. Pacers are 15-21 to the under overall. I'm taking the under here in this one. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of the line's up here at 236. I'm definitely going under here at 236. You got some scorers out. Yeah, give me the under in this one for sure now. Let's see what else we got in here from the chat. Art Thompson on the Pacers plus the money, plus the points. Cleveland will win. Indiana will cover. Fernando's on the over, though, here today, and Public Enemy's on the Cavs. I got to take the under. I know, we talked about it yesterday. Sometimes I'm on the over, I'm on the move, but not this one. But this one is definitely on the move. It was steamed. Definitely here from last night. Now all the way up here to 236 at some spots. It's a move to the over for sure, but I'm on the under. And so is Andrew K. And that's our Ramon Doctrine play of the game. Play of the day right there. We'll start anything Andrew K and I, if we have a game and I can remember to do it, that'll be our own little play, the Ramon Doctrine play of the day. I got my own name for a play. I'm going to cry. All right. I always remember, I know the regulars know. I've said that for a few years. Everyone's got a name for their play of the day but me. Well, it's not really a name of the play of the day name, but I got to go with it, man, especially right now with, with the Donald Doctrine. What is he calling it? The Don Road Doctrine. What is he calling it? All right. Here's the Magic taking on the Wizards, and Magic are favored by 7.5. Total 234. Here we go again with another team here. How about Washington? They're kind of pepping up here a little bit. They've won a few games. We've been talking about them. We've taken them a little bit in there. They did just get blasted by Minnesota last time out here. Meanwhile, for the Madge, they come in here off of a home win over Indiana, 135 to 127. That one went over for sure. Orlando still struggling here a little bit to the number, but so is Washington. Both teams are subpar when it comes to covering the spread right now. Get some of these numbers up for these two teams here. For Orlando here, they've covered 6 of the last 7 meetings against Washington. They've defeated the Wizards in 10 straight meetings, except Orlando is just 1-7 on the road right now in their last 8 games, and just 4-12 against the spread overall. Meanwhile, Washington's 8-4 against the spread coming in. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Washington's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games overall coming into this one. So let's see what you have here with these two, and Orlando and Washington here today. And I'll go to the chat for this one and see what you guys have. And now, look, Orlando has dominated this team for sure, but man, Orlando they keep asking them to lay numbers, and the 10-16 against the spread as a favorite, but Washington isn't much better against the spread overall. But they're covering it here of late. They're doing better for sure. Okay, let's see here. I hope I got it right here. Might have to be a total, says Robert on the Ramon doctrine. All right, Greg has it here, 124. Oh, wow, Greg has it a blowout here. Greg's got a blowout, everybody, for sure right there. That is a let's take a look at the injuries, says Andrew. Says might have to check out the injuries of this one. You got Keyshawn George out there for the Wizards, and Jalen Suggs. He's doubtful here in this one for sure for the Magic right now. No doubt. There's Stop Geo in the chat. Nice to see Stop Geo here. And also, Greg says this will be practice for the Magic, not Magic on the spread. Man, you guys liking the Mag here. Robert liking the Magic too. Can't disagree here with this one, you guys. Andrew K does like the over here with these two. And look, you got a Washington team 11-6 to the over at home, and the Magic are 10-8 to the over on the road here. So you could look at that one. Hey, you guys really like the Magic. I like the Magic too. Maybe I'm just going to take the Magic with you guys right now and lay these points on the road. Look, I like them, and it's tough to lay some points on the road with this team right now, but maybe against Washington we can do it. So I'm with you guys. Let's take the Magic here and lay it on the road. Okay. Teams have been covering big spreads on the road, says Terrell right there. Wizards and the points, though, and kind of liking the over is twisted. And Greg says they blow out bad teams and lose to good teams, right? And hey, look, I guess if you were going to say, I guess that's what you'd at least want that. James Parm, good morning. All right, next up, we got the Spurs here on the road, taking on the Grizzlies. Action here on Tuesday night. Another road favorite here right now with the Spurs, favored by 5. Man, Spurs are favored by 6 now here against the Grizzlies. So better check the injury report on this one. Look at this total too. Another one where it's gone up to 239. I don't know if I'm down with this at all here. Let's see what you guys want to do in this one between San Antonio and Memphis here. Go over some of the numbers with these guys, but listen up. Here with this one, you got San Antonio coming here having won 10 of their last 14 and 2 of their last 3, but they did lose last time out to San Antonio here, 115 to 110 as an 8-point favorite at home. So San Antonio, they've had some woes here for sure. I mean, we've been dealing with the injury to Wemby here right now, but you got to think that he's getting close, and maybe today could be the day. I mean, you see the spread going up a little bit. Does feel like today he could be back in there, hopefully. John Morant is questionable here as well. Vassell is out for the Spurs. Vince Williams questionable for Memphis here right now. So let's go ahead and hear from you in the chat in this one. San Antonio's covered 10 of the last 15 meetings against Memphis. San Antonio's also gone under in 5 of their last 6 games coming into this one. Memphis is a big-time under. I mean, they're 7-13 to the under as a dog, but this one just keeps going higher right now, and I'm not sure I'm down with it. They did play to 245 back on December the 2nd as the Spurs won at 126 to 119 as a 5-point favorite. At home in that one, they also met back in November. Spurs won that one 111 to 101 as a 6-point favorite, also at home. Turn around, put them on the road here. Now, like I said, Memphis, a dismal underdog here, but man, I can't really make much of an argument for them. But San Antonio has covered just one of their last 5 games overall. So has Memphis. I'm going to take the under here. I like the under in this one. Between San Antonio and Memphis. I'd probably look to take the points, but it's hard to back this Memphis team. I don't think a lot of people are going to want to do it, so I'm not going to stick you with it either. Memphis has failed to cover in 4 straight games right now with losses to Washington, Philadelphia, and the Lakers twice. At least the Spurs knocked off the Knicks and covered against the Pacers. Let's go to the chat. This one, see what you have. It'll be lay it with the Spurs, maybe go under, says Twisted. Hello to AJ there. Aubrey the Alien says Wemby's probably going to be playing, but he'll be limited on his minutes here as he already has seen the points line there at 20, so they're kind of gearing up for a slow return to the lineup. Greg here. He likes the Spurs. He likes it right on the money, though. Robert's got the Grizzlies here. I gotta think the Grizzlies here, even though, man, who would want to take a team with such a dismal a spread record here? But probably doing it. Spurs, Memphis just 4-16 straight up as an underdog. They don't show much moxie, that's for sure. Here's Greg says Memphis covers at home. Spurs will win it. Pisa and Como are heading to halftime scoreless. Spurs might run them out here. Terrell says Wemby plus 25. He does like it if the price is right. 420, Bob. Remember that guy in the Michigan? James Parham on the under. Memphis plays hard at home. Yeah, they're 7-9 straight up at home. They should be better than that. This team has been a disappointment, no doubt about it. But, the Spurs, they're one of those teams where they just are usually laying too many points. I mean, that's what happens. You're 25-10 here, but just 9-12 against the spread as a favorite so far for the Spurs. It hasn't been. They've been laying a little bit too much sometimes. And Twisted said, look, this thing keeps going up. He's going to grab the under eventually. I'm doing it right now. Give me the under here in this one. Wemby is back, says Public Enemy. He likes the Spurs on the money line. 9 Legacy says Grizzly on the spread. And he likes Ja. Points over, so hopefully Ja, that sounds like he's in there. Hey, some steam coming in right now. Hey, you know what? Full disclaimer. I love when we get a free commercial out of it. We've got Texas A&M and Auburn steam to the over here. And just to let you know, we already sent that out on our overnight. So why not get signed up with me over at winnable.com? Click that QR code right there. That'll take you right to the site. We already gave out Texas A&M and Auburn to go over here overnight, and it's up to 169 right now. I think we sent it out at 167. Could have got on this one, saved some points. There, the steam just came in on the over with Texas A&M and Auburn here tonight. Spurs money line for Public Enemy. He does like it under, though, here. And, hey, Public Enemy, treat yourself to 3 more points if you'd like. Var says, good morning. He likes the Spurs on the money line. And Groovy Alien here on the dog here. And Greg says, hey, the Spurs, they lost to Utah, remember? Yeah, they did. Remember that? At home. Hey, here's another steam move coming in here. Twisted says 6 should be an easy cover for the Spurs tonight. Here's Bowling Green and Kent State. Got to move here to the under in this one, I think, right now. Oh, do we? See if we got this one right here. Yep. Got a steam move here to the under in this one with Bowling Green and Kent. And right now it is moving lower here. Bear with me on this one. Moving lower here. It was 158. We're down to 157 here right now. Not a very big move yet at this point, but it was 150. It was 158.5, moving down here to 157. Bowling Green and Kent State move to the under here right now on the Morning Steam show. Right. Oh, there was one move that came in right before the show. Oh, no, I mentioned that one. Texas Tech and Houston to the over. Okay. We're all caught up here. All right. OKC lost to the Hornets in a blowout, says Terrell. Does that mean we never lay it again with OKC? Right. Going to have to go back to we should be taking half the teams half the time. We just got to be right more than half the time. I think that's my old saying. And Greg took Kent in that other game. Twisted was on the Hornets money line, but in that big game, was he on the Hornets? All right, man. All right, better keep it moving right now, but I got to go under in this one at 239. I'm on the under. All right. Heat and Timberwolves here with, hey, Miami, are they heating up again right now, coming in? I mean, they're playing pretty well. So's Minnesota. It's not a bad game here going on with the Heat on the road. They're getting the points here in this one. The Heat are a great dog this year. They're 12-6 ATS against the spread as a dog. Meanwhile, Minnesota, they're one of the worst favorites, 12-18. So you got, you got a team in Minnesota, 40% cover as a favorite, and you got Miami here, 67% cover as a dog here in this one. Let's see what you have in this. Ooh, we got some steam coming in right now. It's on the Lakers. Oh, the Lakers are getting steamed here, gang, from 5.5 right now. We're going to get to that game in just a couple minutes, but man, the Lakers are up to 6.5 right now. NBA move in progress here on the Morning Steam. The Lakers are getting steamed right now in that game against the Pelicans tonight. No doubt about it. Look at that. That total moving up here even higher now. Can you believe it? This thing's at 244. This thing opened around 235. I was on a show last night. I was totally stunned and said, wow, this thing's up to 240 already. I said, I'm still going over. Even with the 5-point move here from the send out, I think some of the books might open at 237. I know we're talking this game here, but now it's at 244, man, between the Lakers and the Pelicans tonight. Oh, man. All right. Anyway, here we go with the Heat and the Timberwolves. We're talking Heat and Wolves here. Miami's covered, 1 and covered. 5 of their last 6 games coming into this one. Miami's just 3-12 straight up in their last 12 games against the Timberwolves. Timberwolves have won 15 of 13 here, but they're just not a good cover. Miami, meanwhile, they get the money. They're only 7-10 on the road straight up, but they're 10-6 against the spread. They're always getting enough points. Now, they're going to need it here because they definitely have some struggles against the Timberwolves, a team they don't operate very well against. 13 of the last 19 meetings between these two teams have gone over, but Minnesota's gone under in 7 of their last 8 games at home, and Miami's gone under in 10 of their last 15 games overall coming into this one. But I like the over. I like the over. I know that Minnesota's 6-12 to the under at home this season, but even at this high number here, 238 now. I'm seeing a 238.5. This is one where I'm kind of playing the move here a little bit. I'm going to go over with this one between the Heat and Minnesota here tonight in Minneapolis. Let's hear from you in the chat. We'll start it off here with Greg says, "What about the game? What about the previous game between the two? Miami did win it, or Minnesota did win it. You're right. Minnesota won it, Greg. 125 to 115. They got the money. That was at Miami. So this is the run back here between the two teams. Maybe you could call it revenge here for the Heat. Usually you give, they say, you give Spoelstra another look on short return, and maybe they can get it done here. Let's take a look at the Tyler Hero questionable. Maybe we're anticipating his return actually in this game. Jaquez questionable. Shannon is out for the Timberwolves. Miami Heat on the spread, says 9 Legacy. Greg here, he's on the Miami Heat. He's on the Heat plus the points here in this one. He likes the under there, it looks like. And Hero is coming back, says Kripke. Thank you. Thank you, Kripke. And Greg says Miami will win this game 100% because that's what the Wolves do. Like I said, Wolves, they sometimes win, but just don't cover. I think that's the key. Now, this is, like I said, this is a series that the Wolves have the strong advantage against them here. Although Miami did win a meeting last November. Last November, meaning 14 months ago, Miami won a game at Minnesota here, 95 to 94 in their meeting last season here. Miami was a 7.5 point dog in that one, and they won. So I think that's a good sign. Here's the Heat. Here's the Heat. Here's the Heat. Look at that. The Heat is on, or we're on. The Heat, it looks like in the chat. Edwards auditioning for his next stop. Greg likes it. Greg's got Miami to win, period. Look at that. Oh, my. And he's got a big time over. Greg's stepping out here today. And Groovy Alien here with the over as well. Andrew K., I agree with you guys. It's a high total, but I got to go over in this one. Twisted likes him too, and he likes the over. Man, a lot of over here. This is a real consensus here. Heat and over, it feels like, from the chat. Wasn't much resistance on that one, you guys. All right, let's keep it moving here right now. Next up. All right, Lakers taking on the. I'm just looking here. I think they have like the future odds up here. Just noticed it. Some of the mythical matchups here. Oregon and Ole Miss would be -5. Indiana and Ole Miss would be -9. I just noticed that potential future. So I guess the other games would probably be down here. Let's see what they got. Indiana 4.5 over Miami. And Oregon, can we see that? Yeah, Oregon 2 over. Oh, that was interesting. See, I'm looking back here. You guys can too. We got the scores usually, the latest odds on our live scoreboard. When my head's not blocking it.
Final.
All right, Lakers here. We just mentioned they're up to 6.5 here now. We just said they're up to 6, but we see even 6.5 at the sharp books. Lakers obviously taking the move here right now, and 244 here at a couple of books. This one just keeps going higher, man. Stop already. I mean, I was going to try to give out the over here in this game, but geez, has it gone too far? I still think it's a high-scoring game here tonight. Let's preview this one. Lakers coming in 22-11. The Pelicans are on a massive losing streak still here, and you just got to wonder with the additional move here right now, what we're going to see. I don't think Reeves is back today, but we're obviously getting a little bit of a move here on these guys. Herb Jones is questionable. Sadiq Bey is questionable here right now. For the Lakers coming in. So let me at least fire up the other injury report computer over here. See if we can't get clued into what's going on here on some of these moves here this morning. There we go. See if we can't pin them down a little bit, huh? All right. Let's also talk some trends here between these two teams, especially with the Lakers coming in against Pelicans. They've won 8 straight against the Pels overall. They're also 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 meetings against the Pelicans. Lakers have won 12 of their last 17 on the road. They've won 13 of their last 20 overall. We tried to bury them a little bit there, but they had LaRavia save the day a little bit. And you have a Pelicans team that's lost 7 in a row. They're 1-7 against the spread. Last 6, 1-6 against the spread last 7 games. 6 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone over, but the Pelicans have gone under here in a few games of late. In fact, they went under in the last 2 games, losses to Portland and Miami. They're not covering at all here right now. They still own a decent home spread record of 13-8, but the Lakers are a consistent 10-7 against the spread on the road. The two teams have already met twice this season. Lakers won them both, although they did not cover at home last time. Lakers were favored by 15.5 back in November, only won the game by 12, but they seem to play pretty well against this Pelicans team. And with this number going up here a little bit, taking some early morning steam, the Lakers here today, I might have to just chase this steam here with the Lake Show. Let's see what you got. This thing got steamed. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I mean, that's why we're here on the morning steam. Look, we don't just say, hey, let's say this for attention. Let's see if anybody will believe me or something. I mean, we're here monitoring these moves. That's why this is a show the pros watch here. And look, we're not hiding any secrets. We're telling you, these games are on the move.
Steam play.
Timing is everything. DePaul is taking some steam here right now in this one. Man, this is a great series for DePaul. Why would you take DePaul here today? Looks like they're going to be up to 2.5 or 3 in their matchup with Georgetown here. DePaul, they've actually looked pretty decent here as DePaul, huh? And then we know DePaul's been struggling for a lot. They always do this, so they do have some type of, sometimes a little bit of a good run, a little bit, and then look terrible at the end. But hey, they won a nice game the other day, right? Okay, Heat and the Wolves over there. We'll get that one in for Public Enemy. Doncic and LBJ will have 80 points. Luka over in his threes with LaRavia. He had a great night the other night, didn't he, Terrell? He saved the day, and he played the role of Austin Reeves, basically. And Robert here on the Lakers tonight. I'm on the Lakers too, you guys. I got to take the Lakers in this one to keep it going. Maybe they'll clunk it up here against these Pels right now, and you don't want to do that, but I'm taking the Lakers in this one. I'm not all, hey, sometimes, you can look against them. They might be laying too many points a few times. Right now, it's not necessarily the case. I mean, they just beat up on Memphis in those back-to-back games. Well, I guess the second one they barely covered, but they still covered those games against Memphis. They got it done. Lakers for D-Money. Andrew likes the Luka to go over there. All right, gang. Man, we're I'm going too fast. We're down to the last game here. Got some steam though coming right now here in college ball again with Toledo. Holy Toledo, they're taking the steam right now in this one against Northern Illinois. They were a 6.5 point favorite. Looks like Toledo's going to -8 here on the road against Northern Illinois. The steam already came over in the over in that game too, with Toledo and Northern Illinois. The total in that game right now is at 158.5. It will open 156. So Toledo and Northern Illinois took the steam in that one, gang. All right, we're having a good day here. Lakers, says Groovy Alien. All right, one more here tonight. It's going to be the Mavs and the Kings in this one. Look, the Kings are awful. We know that. The Mavs aren't exactly having a great time of it either, although they did win their last game. They just won against Houston, but hey, we had them in that game against Houston. Other than that, it hasn't really been that great. The Mavericks are a dismal 2-8 against the spread as a favorite, but Sacramento's 11-22 against the spread as a dog. They are a dog. But you know what? Getting the points here against Dallas might be their spot. As bad as the Kings have been, and bad over the years, they actually have covered 13 of the last 20 meetings with Dallas. Maybe this is a spot for the Kings here. They've lost 5 straight. Didn't cover any of them right now. It's been bad. It's been real bad. But Dallas is also just 1-4 against 1-4 straight up and against the spread in their last 5 games. 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Sacramento's gone under in 4 of their last 6 games coming in. So let me hear from you in the chat, see what you have here. This total's only been going up here right now, but see how you like it. It's up to 231.5 here. In this one, these are two teams that go kind of under here. Dallas is 2-8 to the under as a favorite right now, and Sacramento's 14-19 to the under as a dog. So let's see how you have it here. This one's a little bit tricky here. I'm just going to take the Kings right now. Give me the Kings. It's not going to be a premium, that's for sure. So just give me the Kings. I'm going to try them here. Just because you got two teams that are bad against the spread. Not saying I'm not playing the do factor with the Kings, that's for sure. But let me try them here. Here we go with maybe some picks, or no, maybe not. Maybe nobody's going to pick. Maybe no one will pick this one. Penn State taking the steam in that matchup with Michigan today. Michigan's been awesome. If there's one team they have trouble covering the spread with, it's against Penn State. This one opened 23. It's all the way down to 20.5 here right now. Penn State is kind of taking the action here in this one. They're going to be, they're going to try to turn it into a football game there in College Station tonight. All right, let's keep it moving here with this one. I'll get your picks between the Mavericks and the Kings here tonight. Sacramento Kings are dogs, well-groomed. I don't know what Nine Legacy's saying there, but I think that might be on the Kings. I don't know. Mavs and Kings over for Public Enemy. You got to think it's probably going to go over. It's just, these guys are kind of under teams for sure. These guys met back in December. It was 114-107. The Kings won that one as a dog. I think Terrell likes it over here. He's got player prop fest, and Terrell likes his overs. So I think he's saying all these guys are going to smash and get a big time over here today. Nine Legacy, Sacramento on the spread, and that's a big. I don't get to play DFS anymore, but one of the secrets, or I don't know about secrets. I mean, if I was a DFS pro, I might not be here, but. Well, I probably would, but, is when games move, the total moves to the over, like some of these you've seen, we just talked about, for example, that moved 3 points, like the Spurs and the Grizzlies. these are always the games that I like to attack. Now, granted, the pros attack those as well, but when you like to hang out like I do in the $5 and $10 games, I don't mean to be a cheapskate. I'm saying you in DFS, instead of playing like a $100 game or a couple of $100 games, say you're in a 10-team field paying 3 spots. I don't know what you guys like to play. I mean, obviously you know how to play an MTT with big fields, trying to hit some long shots in there to have a big game. But when you're grinding it out in the 10-player fields, those are ones I like to pick on. I like to go after those totals that have moved higher, and because the numbers that were set are usually set kind of in accordance to what the total originally was. And when you see like late moves on the overs, you're getting value in those prices that are set in the market. So yeah, there are other players who may play that way as well, but would all 10 players play that way, and you're looking just for the slightest of edges here. So I always look for that. If you're in the DFS states, I certainly miss it, but those are the games I always like to attack. So in that one, I just like to look for games that moved higher on the totals because those prices weren't set as such. All right, here look at Akron. Twisted just said Akron here. That was Akron that just came in on the steam there. Right now, they're going to crush Central Michigan, that's for sure. Whether or not they can cover 22.5, they probably will. Twisted's probably onto something here. They're up to 24 right now. I think Akron just got steamed in that one against Central Michigan. Twisted took the points with Penn. Or was that yesterday's game? Or wait, was that Penn? Oh, Penn State. Oh, he got 25 with Penn State? Is that what he's saying? Kripke on the Mavs here. Screw the Kings, he said. Nick Handy's here as well. Kripke also says he's got a blowout and an under here, it looks like. Kripke, big time. He's got the Mavs to blow out the Kings. Oh, man. All right. I gotcha. I took the Kings. Oh, well. All right, gang. That's it. That is it. Terrell's hanging out at the Circus Sportsbook. He's going in there and then playing some arcade games. Probably that's what we used to do, right, Terrell? When we were youngsters here at the Circus. I can remember being under 21, going to the Circus arcade. Remember? Okay, that's it for the NBA, man. Wish there was more. Let's go to college basketball here right now and take a look at our card for today. We're keeping the basketball theme. It's a good card. You got a major conference play here today, and hopefully these will be the best games. If you want to pick another one, let me know. Let's get it started with St. John's taking on Butler. Here, action for Tuesday. You got we've seen a move here already on this one this morning. Both steam here on the total over there with St. John's and Butler. This one's up to 164.5 right now. Man, this one continues to go higher with St. John's and Butler today. St. John's is about 4.5 point favorite for sure here right now. St. John's comes in 9-5. Butler comes in 10-5. Butler's actually lost 2 straight here to Creighton and to Villanova here right now. St. John's, meanwhile, comes in off of a loss to Providence. It wasn't a great performance for them in that one, that's for sure. But before that, they did win in cover against Georgetown. And, hey, they beat Harvard. That was a good Ivy League game yesterday, wasn't it, though? That early start, everybody got to watch it. When I was watching, what stunned me the most? I was like, this is a really good game. Where are the fans? I know we're dealing with the Ivy League here, but I mean, that would seem like a high-quality game. You'd figure there'd be a couple thousand fans at that game. It didn't really look like there was. I know sometimes those games don't, especially here. It's still only January 6th. Okay, let's keep it moving here. These teams did meet last year 3 times, and St. John's won all 3, although they did not cover the first 2. Butler actually got the money. St. John's did cover in the conference tournament game with a 21-point win over Butler in the Big East tournament here in this one. So let's see what you got, though, with these two teams. Going at it here today. You got St. John's here, just 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. They have covered, though, 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams. 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams have gone under. And look at that, 164.5. I got to double down. I'm going with the under in this one. Man, that thing, maybe it is going to go over today. Butler has gone over in 4 of their last 6, but St. John's gone under in 7 of their last 8 games coming into this one right now. St. John's is just 5-8 to the under as a favorite here. I'm going under 164.5 here with St. John's and Butler. Give me the under in this one. Butler just 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. Here, let's go to the chat and see what you got right now. And M the Great, good morning. Nice to see you. Twisted says St. John's will not cover a big number. Yeah, and look, I mean, we're dealing with 4.5. Is that big, though? Andrew on Ohio U today. If you want St. John's, get them early. Twisted thinks it's going to move there. St. John's owns them, and Butler doesn't do well against teams that own them. Interesting. Butler here for NYC Bar. Nuke says, take the Bulldogs here. Nuke's got us one. Under here for Twisted. I think it's going too high. It feels like Public Enemy likes Butler here as well. All right. We're going here today. Next up, let's go to the SEC and take a look at this one with Georgia taking on Florida here in this one. You got Georgia coming in ranked 18th in the country. They're 13-1 right now, and they're just getting 9.5 points, by the way. It's the old, like Mikey likes to talk about, the old ranked team on the road, the big underdog against a team that isn't ranked. They are the national champs, but they're 9-5 here right now. They were on a bit of a winning streak finally, although they did lose last time out. Did the Florida Gators in their conference opener to Missouri? They were beaten on the road, 76-74. They probably shouldn't have been favored in that game. I think that's apparent now. But they're back home here against a Georgia team that is on kind of a pretty good winning streak here, make no mistake, but they have failed to cover the spread in 4 games in a row. Now, granted, they were favored in those games by basically a combined 105 points, I think. So there was a little something to it. They were favored by 30 over Western Carolina, 36 over West Georgia, 30 against LIU, and they didn't cover any of those. Probably just gearing up, getting ready for, those were games they were going to win no matter what. So Georgia's won 7 straight. Georgia's just 1-12 in their last 13 games straight up against the Florida Gators. Florida, though, just 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games, despite a 4-1 straight up record. So they're not covering as favorites. So why would they cover? Why would they beat up Georgia here double digits? I don't think there's anything wrong with what Georgia has done. Granted, they've played a totally home schedule, playing a bunch of cupcakes here right now. So you got to wonder, 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone over here. The widely reported steam came on the over, and look at this total, 170. Let's see. Let me look at this. Is it gone even higher here? 175 right now. Oh my God, 175. This is okay. So with this game at 175, this is one of those historical outlier situations. You have to decide, whether or not this is something you kind of want to either get behind or whatever. Because in Georgia conference games, they never go over this number. I mean, never. In these conference games, there's a couple, but I mean, if you look back the last 2 seasons or so, you aren't going to find many that are going over 175 with Georgia right now. Yeah, you could say, hey, Florida, look at the way they're going right now. It's Georgia that's actually the high-scoring team here a little bit. They're 9-5 to the over. Florida's 3-6 to the under as a favorite. I'm just trying to figure it out. So it feels like it is going to be a high-scoring game, but Again, this is kind of unprecedented, uncharted territory a little bit if you want to take the over here. Oh, I'm supposed to take the over, says Ramon's computer over here. And usually in games like this, I trust him, especially when the steam's coming on the over a little bit. Man, let's go to the chat. I think I still want to go over here, but it might be reluctantly. All right, maybe you guys have a pick for me here with Georgia and Florida. Georgia plus the points for D Money. Nuke is on Georgia there. And let's see, is Andrew Kate, are you talking Solana coin there, or is there a game where is that you're supposed to, I think he was saying St. John's, or no, what was he saying? Greg says 93 to 82, so he's got a Florida cover. He's got a Florida cover, and he's right on that total. I'm going to go over here with Georgia and Florida, and I'm going to do so reluctantly, but I think it's got a better chance of going over here. Georgia on the spread for public enemy. VAR says Florida on the money line. I'm going to take the over, and I feel like I'm having regret already, but I think I'm taking the over here. Georgia and Florida. Look, I think Georgia, like I said, I mean, they're doing just fine here against the number here. Georgia finally cracked the code on Florida, too. We mentioned the Florida dominance, the 1-12 record. It was 12 in a row before Georgia won the last meeting, 88 to 83 at home. Or no, I think it was actually in the SEC tournament. There, let me make. I could check here real quick. I'm pretty sure it was a SEC tournament. I didn't write it down, but all right. I'll just move on. I'm too slow here. We don't want dead air. It was I'm sorry. February 28th. No wonder. I thought it said March 28th. February 28th. Yeah, 88-83. In fact, of course, in Florida's great season, that was the last game that Florida had lost last season in that championship season. Okay. Florida covers there. Georgia's good at home. Barr says he thinks it's an underplay. It may very well be, Barr. It's just that look at that steam. I mean, look at the move here. There's no doubt these guys are kind of putting up the points. Florida's not going over a lot. That's, but their totals, I think, are, pretty high here too. Not as high as this. All right, Duke and Louisville. Good game here. Another one here with Duke coming in. Duke ranked 6th. They're 13-1. Louisville's ranked 20th. They come in here 11-3. Duke coming in off consecutive wins over Georgia Tech and Florida State. Duke has failed to cover in 4 straight games, though widely reported steam did come in on Louisville here. In fact, let me take a look at this one. Louisville, I think, is actually a favorite here at DraftKings right now. So pick them elsewhere, but DraftKings has moved to Louisville as the favorite. I don't think Louisville has won 19 consecutive games at home. They're playing Duke here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is a conference game, and Duke has owned this series, no doubt about it. They won here at Louisville last year, 76-65 as an 8.5-point favorite. And, I think Louisville's pretty good, but, man, what gives here a little bit? Let me read off some of the trends. I mean, that will explain it a little bit. Like I said, Louisville, 19 consecutive wins at home. They've covered 7 of their last 10 overall. Duke is just 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games right now. They're not covering, but they've won 13 of their last 14 because they're usually favored by too many points. Here now, they're either a pick 'em or an underdog here. So I'm going to go with the under here in this one. Louisville has gone under. These two teams have gone under in 5 of their last 7 games coming into this one. And Louisville's had a few unders here for sure. Last year, both games between these two teams did go under. The game in Louisville here went for 141 points. I've got the under in this one, but man, if you want Louisville, that's fine. I guess I'm not going to argue it too much, but and the money's on the move's on Louisville here. Let's go to the chat. I feel like I'm frustrated, frustrated with the betting public. All right, here we go. Twisted's on the Duke money line. He says they're going to smash. The Alien is on Duke. Bar is on Duke. Greg says Louisville coming off of a loss here that will motivate them a little bit more. They did lose as an 8-point favorite at Stanford. Louisville looks strong here. Duke struggled with Florida and Florida State. Look, Duke beat Florida State in that game. We were on Florida State in that game. We were on them. And I'm willing probably to come back on Duke. Twisted said the under does look good. Yeah, I like the under at 161. I mean, it comes in way higher than the number I'm looking at here on my projections. Duke comes in off wins and lost to Texas Tech. Still steams right now as their only loss, right, of the season. A couple of games back, they were 9.5-point favorites in that one. So this is only the second time all season that now Louisville's favored here, like I said. So I guess I just better leave it at that. All right, I'm going to take the under here. All right, real interesting game here. Central Florida is taking on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is favored in this one by 3. And the total here is 173.5. It might be 3.5 right now. UCF comes in red hot. Hey, we had them over Kansas, right? We had them in that game against Kansas over the weekend. Central Florida coming in here smoking right now. They're pretty hot for sure. They've won 10 straight. They've also gone 4-1 against the spread. Their last 5 games against Oklahoma State, they've covered 4 of their last 5 overall. The only one they didn't cover was a win over FAU at home, 85-80 before the Kansas game. The overs come in 5 straight meetings between these two teams. It's just that does feel like this one, I don't know, this one does feel a little bit high, but Oklahoma State's gone over in 10 of their last 11 games right now. They've gone 7-1 to the over as a favorite. UCF is 1-3 to the under as a dog. I believe Como has just scored here. Como scores. Peroni has the goal here for Como in the 69th minute. All right, let me hear from you with this one between Central Florida and Oklahoma State here on Tuesday night. You know, this is another one. It's kind of one of those historical totals. When you see how you see this total over in this game between Central Florida and Oklahoma State, you have to go back a long ways. Oklahoma State here, 35 consecutive games here at night against ranked opponents have gone no higher than 171 points. I mean, granted, you are taking up a big boy here right now in UCF that are going to run you here. But look, it's UCF that's actually kind of been the slightly under team, right? Oklahoma State's a team that's producing a lot of points with this streak here right now. But usually this is not Oklahoma State's type of game at home. They usually do it, you know, kind of with defense. So it's just kind of bizarre to see that total so high here in this one. Now, granted, they did have that game against Cal State Fullerton that went to 177.5, and they scored 103 against Bethune-Cookman. They allowed 102 to Texas Tech. So, yeah, they've had some strange scores here a little bit, but like I said, they really don't really go that high here in some of these games like this. Oh, let me see what you got in the chat here right now. Central Florida and Oklahoma State. Here's Bar on the under. Twisted says take Central Florida plus the points. Crip Key going Oklahoma State here in this one. D Money says Central Florida money line. Twisted says it's too high. It's too high. I agree. It's too high. It's too high. Greg, though, has it there. Even Greg's kind of on the under there now. Well, what did I say? 173 and a half. You know, it was actually higher. This one's actually gone down. That's why I like it too, right? The widely reported steam came in on the over in this game, but I don't like it over. Maybe it will. Maybe at 173 it's good, but okay. Groovy Alien here, Central Florida. Crip Key, Oak State by 10. Wow. Okay. UCF, they did do a great job in that one. Totals dropped 3 points already, Terrell says. Let it climb again. And I don't know if it's climbing. I think this is one-way traffic. I'm going to take the under in this one between Central Florida and Oklahoma State. Okay. Andrew says a little steam came in on that Duke under, huh? All right. Maybe they're listening to me for once. And you guys. Let's go to the next one here. I'm looking at 6 games tonight. UCLA on the road taking on Wisconsin. Here come the Bruins, 10-4. Wisconsin 9-5. Bruins have won 3 of their last 4, but they lost to Iowa to start this trip. Wisconsin, meanwhile, comes in off a home loss to Purdue, 89-73, coming into this one. Let me check something here. Got injury update in that Central Florida Oklahoma State game. Just in here to the off the high-speed sports wire, and Central Florida guard Zach Johnson is out of this game. That's just in here on the high-speed sports wire. All right, UCLA here and Wisconsin. Wisconsin here. Comes in as a favorite in this one. Wisconsin hasn't been covering too many numbers here of late. They beat Milwaukee and failed to cover 20.5 back here before the first of the year. UCLA, meanwhile, just 1-3 against the spread on the true road so far this season. The Bruins come in here having gone 10-4 straight up right now. Wisconsin, meanwhile, has won 8 of their last 9 games at home this season. Wisconsin's gone under in 4 of their last 5. UCLA's gone over in 4 of their last 5 games coming in here. See what you guys have in the chat with this one. The Bruins and the Badgers. I'm a little slow today because computers having a nice time to take a little siesta here, it feels like right now. All right. Hey, the widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. Let me hear from you guys in the chat in this one. I'm on the under. I'm on the under. I'm going to fade that move. Just give me the under here with UCLA and Wisconsin today. And I'll see what you guys have. Okay, VAR is on the over, though. Greg says he has it here. Oh, he's on the under there. Wisconsin to cover. UCLA got rolled already last night. So will UCLA. D-Money's on Wisconsin. Here's Twisted on Wisconsin as well. Greg says it could get ugly here for UCLA. And Twisted. Yeah, I'm on the under here. I don't know if I have a lot of data necessarily to back this one up. I'm just kind of looking at this total here. We're in Wisconsin. Yeah, it's a different game with Wisconsin now. They're not totally going under anymore like they used to, but do have a few unders here of late. They under in 3 of their last 4 games, although their conference game against Purdue wasn't over there. It went to 162 points. And Aubrey's on the Badgers here. Twisted, no real data, fake data, fake data, fake data. Dubikis just scored right now, and Como takes a 2-0 lead here in Serie A action today. All right, I have one more here, a good one, to the Texas Tech and Houston. In this one, the widely reported steam did come in on the over, I think, in this game. I think I got to adjust it here to 143.5. I'm not sure I'm down with that. I don't think it's going to be. This is Houston at home, right? I mean, that's what you should be looking at here, right? Isn't it? Look, you could argue that when you're going up against a team like Texas Tech, it does make life difficult. In fact, 4 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone over, but still you're dealing with 7th-ranked Houston coming in here 13-1. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now, 5-1 against the spread. Coming in for Houston here, they are 3-6 to the under as a favorite so far this season. So I think that's what you want here. When you got them favored here, I think that's where you see it go under. The last meeting between these two teams did go under. It was at Texas Tech last year, but it was 69-61 in favor of Houston as they won it on the road as a 4.5-point favorite. Texas Tech, remember, did upset Houston last year here at Houston, 82-81 as a 5.5-point favorite. Texas Tech is the 14th ranked team in the country, 11-3 record, coming in right now with a 4-game winning streak. They just won and covered against Oak State, or did they get the money? I don't know if they did get the money in that one actually, but they walloped Winthrop. And, of course, they beat Duke on the road, 82-81 as a 9.5-point favorite, having a pretty strong time of it right now. But let's see how you've got it here with Texas Tech and Houston. Houston's won 12 straight games at home dating back to last season. They are just 5-5 ATS. However, let's see what you got here with these two. Houston and Texas Tech. Good one here in the Big 12 on Tuesday night. VAR said the over got steamed. Greg here is on Houston. And Twisted said he might consider the points here in this one. Kripke's on DePaul in that other game. Houston wins, but Texas Tech covers. Kripke also taking Iowa. He might be behind us a little bit there. Houston will lock this team down. I'm with Terrell here. I'm going to go with Houston to rock here at home. I mean, we're still dealing with the Houston Cougars gang. I don't know who you have as the national champion. I'm not saying it's Houston just yet right now. Texas Tech has looked pretty good so far this season. I got Houston here to win and cover tonight against Tech. All right. And 75-70 with Greg. I'm going to assume that that's Houston. All right, that's it for college basketball. Some other great games here on the card for sure, but let's get to hockey. We got kind of a big card, so got to get going on it. Here on Tuesday night, we've got a 10-game card in the NHL. And, hey, we brought home some winners there yesterday in the NHL, didn't we? On the show? No. Let's try it tonight. Okay, here we go. First up, the Avalanche are going to take on the Lightning in this one. Avalanche favorite on the road here. Hey, the Avalanche are human. They actually lost a game. What? Now they got another tough game here in Florida. So they just lost to Florida the other night. Now they got to play a Tampa Bay team where, guess what? Tampa Bay owns the Avalanche. Well, I mean, it's tough to own the Avalanche, but Tampa Bay has had a pretty good run against the Avalanche, that's for sure. Tampa Bay has won 5 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams coming in here. Also, Colorado had their 10-game winning streak snapped last time out. They've won 4 of their last 5 on the road. Tampa's gone over in 5 straight games. Colorado's gone over in 4 of their last 5. 7 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone over here in Tampa, and Tampa's gone over in 4 of their last 6 against Colorado overall. Let's see what you got in this one with Colorado on the road. Hey, look, last time I said, wow, you can get Colorado for $1.20 or whatever it was, and they lost finally. So hey, it was not on the right side there, but I think this is actually going to be. This is the one. Maybe I got it backwards because I thought this might be the one where Colorado struggles to get it done. But we'll see here. Let's see what you have in this one. I'm going to take the over with Colorado and Tampa Bay here tonight. I'll try the over in the matchup here with looks like Wedgwood and Vasilevsky going in the total, some 6.5 under 20 here. I'm on the over. Tampa Bay comes in just as hot right now. I mean, boy, they're really heating up. Tampa Bay 6-2 as an underdog so far this season as well. How about that? Colorado for Greg here. And Terrell says he likes the Aztecs to win tonight in that big game against Nevada. Okay. All right, that's going to do it for the hockey game, man. Hopefully you guys are into it. There we go. Greg says the money line on the Avalanche, right? This is a good, cheap price, but hey, let's see if they can win. Let's see if they lose 2 in a row. Oh, my God. Could they actually do it? Can't read much for the stats for Colorado. We know they're so dominant. I will say this: Colorado is just 17-23 to the under as a favorite, and Tampa Bay 3-5 to the under as a dog. So, kind of bucking the trends here a little bit to take that over. I'll keep it moving. Not a lot of comments here on hockey. How about the Ducks and the Flyers here? Anaheim 21-18-3 coming in. Philadelphia 21-12-7. The Ducks are in their tailspin here right now. They're still 21-18-3, but the Flyers are coming in here off of a win. They've been alternating wins and losses. They beat Edmonton on the road last time out, just completed a long road trip, and now they're at home here. They're 10-3 straight up as a favorite. Are the Flyers here with the Ducks definitely struggling? You might think there's some value here, but it is a series.
Final.
Philadelphia's had a little bit of success against these guys for sure coming in. For Anaheim here, they've lost 5 of the last 6 meetings coming in. They've lost 6 straight games overall, including 1-5 in their last 6 on the road. Philadelphia has actually won 4 of their last 6. So kind of a high price here, but I think I'm going to be on the Flyers to get it done here. They are, hey, you can get them down to $1.45 right now. And we did just get some news. I'm showing Dostal in there right now because I don't think Mrazek's going to be ready to go here today. He's listed as questionable for the game. So I think it'll be Dostal in there for the Ducks today. I'm going to take the Flyers here in this one, and I'm going to lay it. It's $1.45 here for sure. I can give it a discount confidently without feeling like I'm cheating the odds too much. Because well, you know what? DraftKings is $1.55, so guess I'll call it $1.55. But give me the Flyers here in this one. And Greg is on the Flyers. All right. Nobody likes this hockey card tonight. But how about this? Now we got the Sabres at home. Buffalo taking on Vancouver. Man, Buffalo lost a game. Oh, my gosh. Vancouver, though, comes in on a 3-game losing streak to Philadelphia, Seattle, and Boston. Now they start a road trip here. Buffalo, meanwhile, they were on the road for 3 straight. finally tasted defeat against the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-1, but that's okay. What a run it was for the Buffalo Sabres here. And you know what? I think they got a team they could actually handle here tonight in the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks 12-18 as an underdog this season. Meanwhile, Buffalo 12-5 at home so far. When you see a record like that, you start to wonder, hey, it's really not a fluke. Not that they're going to go out and win another 10-game winning streak, just that, they do take care of business a little bit. Buffalo's won 6 of their last 7 at home as part of that great 10-1 streak. Vancouver, meanwhile, has lost 5 of their last 6. They have defeated Buffalo in 4 of their last 6, and give Vancouver credit, they have won 5 of their last 6 games on the road. However, they've been playing pretty poorly. I thought they played pretty well against Boston. They still won. They still lost that game. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Buffalo's gone under in 6 of their last 7 games overall, but Vancouver's gone over in 5 of their last 7. You have Thatcher Demko, my man, in there going up against Luukkonen here in this one. But man, I think Buffalo here in this matchup. Let me hear from you guys in the chat, and maybe I'll make my call. But I think here's Greg. Buffalo here for Public Enemy, and Greg is on Buffalo. I like him here too. I'm going to take Buffalo on the. I'm going to take him on the puck line today, actually, in this one. And I think they will get the puck line victory. So give it to me here with the Sabres to crush over the Canucks. All right, the Stars are on the road taking on the Hurricanes. In this one, the Hurricanes $1.30 or so right now, and maybe even $1.35, 6.5 under at -115 for division leaders here. Dallas 25-9-6, but man, they are in a free fall here with a losing streak. Hurricanes aren't playing that well either. They've lost 3 of 4, although they do come in off of a win over New Jersey last time out on the road to snap a 3-game losing streak. They haven't really been playing very well either. So you got two teams kind of struggling here right now. Dallas is for sure here currently, but man, it's been a tough run here for Dallas on this losing streak right now. Last year here against Carolina, it was 6-4. Carolina got the win last season when they played here. Dallas did win the first meeting here 3-2 at home in a close one. Dallas did win that game in regulation. I think the Hurricanes going to return the favor on them here right now. And I got to take Carolina actually to beat Dallas tonight in this big game of division leaders. Give me the Hurricanes in this one. See if I can check the goalie computer too and see Bussy, because I thought there was a little bit of a story behind the Hurricanes goaltending today. Let's see if we have any confirmations here so far. Okay, Bussy is probable in this game. 14-2-1 record, 2.25 goals against. He's been pretty incredible since joining the team. This one kind of feels like 2-1 or 3-2, doesn't it? Also, Luukkonen is likely to start for Buffalo. Vladar is confirmed for the Flyers. All right. And I'm going to take the Hurricanes here in this one. Let's see if any. Oh, we got some comments here. Sports betting alien likes the Canes. Greg's on the Stars 4-3. Kane is on the Stars here. And Greg says he trusts the Dallas here. He says the Canes are terrible lately. Yeah, it's been a rough run, but Dallas has been worse. Okay. Still, division leaders are just, both teams are struggling. All right, the Devils are on the road against the Islanders. Got a Metro matchup here in this one with the Devils coming in 22-18-2. Islanders 23-15-4. These teams hanging out in the top half of the standings here currently in the Metro. You got the Islanders in second place behind the Hurricanes by 3 points. You got New Jersey. Actually, they're down next to last, but again, kind of a jumble here a little bit. They're still, a pretty good record overall. That just shows show you how good the Metro has been here. Everybody looking at Sorokin here in this one with a chance to shine here, it feels like right now. Let's see how you guys have it with the Devils and the Islanders here today. And ever since, Hughes has returned, it hasn't been great for the Devils for some reason. They've been kind of up and down, that's for sure. But we'll see what you have here with this one. Get some of the numbers here for these guys. For New Jersey here in this one, they come in having lost 5 of their last 7 games. Right now, they've also lost 5 of the last 6 to the Islanders overall. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under. We're dealing with a 5.5 shaded to the under here. Islanders have won 8 of their last 10 at home right now. They're in a pretty good groove. They're also 17-11 as an underdog this season. Meanwhile, New Jersey is 11-13 as a favorite. Give me the Islanders here in this one. I know the Islanders have actually moved here to. No, they're still plus even money, plus $1.05. I gotta take the Islanders. Come on, please give me the Isles here over New Jersey in this one. New Jersey won both games already so far this season. They won at home 2-1 back on December 23rd. They also won at New Jersey 3-2 back on November 10th. So maybe it's double revenge, but I'm going to think that maybe more likely here that you got Sorokin in here. I think he can deal. He's definitely confirmed, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he's confirmed in this game. So Sorokin is back. He hasn't played since December 19th. I think that's going to be a big-time boost to the lineup here. 2.5 goals against, 91% save percentage. Yeah, he's 12-10-2, but he's back here in this one. Markstrom here, 3.2 goals against. I've got the Islanders in this one. Greg says 3-2 in favor of New Jersey today. He'll take New Jersey. Cash Kane's on the Islanders with me. Greg says they find a way to lose. Yeah, but you know what? I think having Sorokin back in there is going to be a big deal here tonight. I actually think he will be. I think Sorokin will be the star of the game. I think he'll take Sorokin stats here tonight in goal for the Islanders. I think I think Sorokin is the one that gets it done here tonight. Here's the Panthers on the road taking on the Leafs. The Panthers on the road coming in off of a win. They're $1.25 here, maybe even $1.30 in this one right now. They're in off that win over the Avalanche last time out. Great job by the Panthers to end that streak. Toronto, meanwhile, coming in here 14-5 at home this season. One of the best home teams in the league here right now. It has to be respected. Florida just 8-7 on the road so far this season. They did meet in Florida back in December, and Toronto won it 5-1. So I don't know. I think Toronto kind of has their number here. I know you got a Woll in here in this matchup going against Bobrovsky. Woll is likely here in the net. 2.8 goals against, 8-4-2 record. Bobrovsky's 17-10-1, and he will likely be in there. But you know what? You got Toronto, who is so solid at home. Maybe it's been a easier schedule at home here. It feels like, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. I wish they weren't a favorite because let's go to the chat. I just might have to go to the over in this one and wait it out because my algorithm over here is telling me it's Florida strong today, and I have a tendency to believe it in this situation. It's just that, man, Toronto is pretty strong at home. Okay, here we go with the chat. 3-2 Maple Leaf says Greg Cash Kane is on the over. Greg says the Toronto home cooking. All right. I'm with you, Greg. Give me Toronto here in this one. I'm going to, boom, veto the computer here telling me to take the Panthers today, and I'm taking Toronto at home at plus $1.05 or even money. The Golden Knights are on the road taking on the Jets. Oh, man, what is wrong with the Golden Knights? Is this really what's going on here? Fortunately, they're playing the Jets. Finally, they're going to find a team that they can beat, I think. Now, look, you might consider it cheap if you like the Golden Knights, or maybe you think this is the time for the Jets to break their end of the losing streak. They're both on big-time losing streaks here right now. Las Vegas has dropped 5 straight. Winnipeg's dropped 9 straight. Should be noted, Vegas has won 9 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams. Overall, here's another goal. 3-0 Como. So, Vegas has won 9 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams. When you're talking about this Jets team right now and how bad they're playing, I'd rather maybe take the Golden Knights here, but maybe I'll look to the total in this one. You got Hart and Hellebuck. Nobody's losing any sleep over facing these guys right now. Hellebuck's only 9-11-3, far cry from his standout numbers, 2.58 goals against, but Hart so far 4-3-3, 3.27 goals against coming in to this one. I think we're just going to end up seeing some goals here. Right now, Winnipeg is 10-5 to the over as an underdog right now. And not only that, you got Winnipeg has gone over in 8 of their last 12 meetings with Winnipeg. Vegas has gone over in 6 of their last 8. Winnipeg's gone over in 4 of their last 5, including each of the last 2 games, losses against Ottawa and Toronto, where they gave up 6 goals and 4 goals, respectively. Vegas here, meanwhile, has had a hard time defensively during this downturn a little bit, as they've given up 22 goals in their last 5 games right now. So I got to go over in this one with the Golden Knights and the Jets. Hey, you guys are picking up the pace now. Jets are horrific, says Andrew G. Aubrey's got the Jets, though, here on the money line. Greg says, I'm not betting every game. I got to draw the line somewhere. And, but he's got 4-3 here. No Jets hockey, no Jets football, says Greg. Think of what other Jets teams are out there? I know we have a team where I was in San Diego, the Miramar College Jets. All right, a couple more here right now. Hey, if the Predators are playing, sounds like I got a bet. But we'll see here in this one. What do you think? Nashville taking on the Oilers here. Hey, I've been on this Nashville team for sure here of late. It feels like it's been paying off for the most part right now. Man, they've cashed here enough games, it feels like, of late. Got Nashville has won 3 of their last 4, including a win over Calgary. This has been a long road trip for Nashville, but the returns have been pretty good. They have wins over Utah, PGK, and Calgary. They have a few losses in there too, but they're always a dog, and so it's been a good run if you've been taking Nashville here with me of late. This one might be a little bit tougher. They have lost 7 of their last 8 here in Edmonton, but they've won 5 of their last 7 on the road, 6 of their last 8 overall. Still, they've lost 13 of the last 15 games overall to the Oilers. Oilers have gone over in 15 of their last 20 games coming into this one. Let's see what you have with these two. The Oilers are 13-5 to the over at home. However, Nashville is 12-16 to the under as a dog, and even though the Oilers are pretty much an over team, as a favorite, they're only 17 overs and 17 unders. So give me your pick if you want here, Saros and Ingram here tonight. Man, this is just going to be another Nashville pick for me here. I think just going to take Nashville as a dog here. Give me Nashville. I can't get off this team. I might take them against Colorado right now. Said it before a couple times now. Mikey, we made fun of Mikey Money. I think out the gate he was saying here within the first 10 or 12 games they weren't playing very well. And Mikey Money was saying, watch for Nashville. Watch for Nashville. I want to take them. I want to take them too, Mike. I see the light here with Nashville. I'm not taking them necessarily to win the title or anything, but we've been on them here a little bit for sure. And I think we'll be on them a little bit more until the public catches up a little bit. I think Nashville is a team to look for here, and I'm going to take them here tonight to win as a pretty big underdog against Edmonton here. All right, let's get to the picks here right now. Go to the chat with the Predators and the Oilers. Public enemy, though, is on the Oilers. Thank you to Arthur Mead. Looks like he was happy about the dismissal of Matt Eberflus. Man, Eberflus went from that Bears program, and then all of a sudden, here you are in Dallas. You couldn't do anything there. Where do you go? Can't go back to the Bears. I don't think they're doing the job. 4-3 Predators here for Greg. He's with me. And hello to Peasy here. We might be getting a winner or two here from Jay Peasy in a moment. Okay, let's see what else. Anything in this one, gang? Win more taking the Predators than against them. That's for sure. In fact, if you look at the Predators here right now and their overall money numbers, they're actually down a unit for the season. But I think we've just been at them here at the right time. I think that's a given. And I'm going to take Nashville. All right, we've got the Bruins taking on the Kraken here in Seattle tonight. The Bruins are 22-18-2. The streaky Bruins. Seattle's been hot here. 3 wins in a row once again. Wins over Nashville, Vancouver, and Calgary. Man, they've been competitive every single time right now. Seattle really moving along here, moving up, moving out. They're in 5th place here currently, but it does feel like they're kind of moving up the ranks, if you know what I mean. For Boston here, meanwhile, back-to-back wins over Edmonton and Vancouver. This is their 5th straight road game. However, you got to wonder how much they've got left. Seattle is 15-5 to the under at home so far this season coming in. So, man, they do play these low-scoring games at home. And not only that, 6 of their last 7 at home right now have gone under. Total's gone under in 5 of their last 7 overall. Boston comes in here having lost 6 of their last 8, including 4 of their last 6 games against Seattle here. They've had a little bit of trouble with these guys. Seattle, they've just been so hot for sure. Let's see what you got in this one tonight. Boston and Seattle here at the Climate Pledge Arena. Swayman and Decord, I believe, are the projected goaltenders here tonight. So let's go to the chat in this battle and see what you got here with these two. All right. Kraken here for Greg. Public enemies on Boston. There you go. All right. Seattle did win the last meeting here between the two, but this is the first meeting of the season between these two teams overall. Seattle won here 5-1 last season. All these Seattle home games seem to go under, and I've got to go under in this one with Boston for sure. Give me the under here right now. Boston definitely having some scoring woes. Yeah, they picked it up here in their last 2 games, scored 6 against Edmonton and 3 against Vank. But before that, we're having some woes here. So give me the under here with Boston and the Kraken. And one more tonight. Man, we've had a good show here. Blue Jackets taking on the Sharks. And Blue Jackets coming in here 18-16-7. The Sharks, man, 20-18-3. Just can't get enough of these guys right now. If you like money, you're liking the Sharks. The Sharks are the best team in the NHL when it comes to making money. They're up 10 3.75 units so far this season. No team can touch what the Sharks have done. If you're betting on every team, every game, the Sharks are your team this season. Compare that to a team like Vegas, which is down 12.75 units. The Sharks have been terrific. Now, this is not a terrible matchup for Columbus. In fact, a lot of people might actually try Columbus here in this one. They've won 5 of their last 6 meetings against San Jose, but hey, this is a different San Jose, man. Come on. They've been looking good here right now. 11-8 so far at home. Just that the Blue Jackets are one of the best favorites in the NHL. They're 9-3 as a favorite this season, but I don't want to trust them here as a favorite. I'd rather try the Sharks as a dog. They're the most profitable team in the league. 11 of the last 16 meetings between these two teams have gone under. I don't know if it's going to go under here right now the way the Sharks games are going. The Sharks have gone over in 6 of their last 7 at home. They've also gone over in 5 straight games right now. They're actually doing some scoring here. The Sharks in their last 4 games, the Sharks have scored 18 total goals right now. So I am on the Sharks here over the Blue Jackets tonight. A little bit of plus money, honey. Let's take the Sharks with a Skarov in goal here against the Blue Jackets and Jet Greaves. All right, couple comments from you, and then we're out of here. Not much from you guys in hockey tonight, so maybe nobody wanted to listen to me here. We got 55 of you, Junior Seau, right now, and I need to pick it up in hockey. So I like this card now all of a sudden after seeing some of these picks I'm on. All right, let's turn around. Yesterday wasn't good. Nobody's happy with a 1 win. Okay, I think that's it. Public Enemy there on the Blue Jackets. Thanks a lot. I know I'm looking around here, seeing some things going on here. So let's just wrap up the show. We can have the drawing here in just a moment, see who wins. And don't forget, you can join me here every day by going to winnable.com/Ramon. Get more plays from me. I got a 5-pack right now. Why wouldn't you be subscribing for 41 cents a day to get some extra plays from me here? Look, I try to give you a bunch of free winners, but things develop and there are going to be more games, and then the games do get a little stronger. I never deviate. If I give out a game here and if the news cycle goes against me, I don't switch. I just kind of don't put any more pressure on that game. But you might see a game that I've talked about here become a premium later because of some developing information. The lineups there as well can come in. And also some other games that I've saved here on the back burner because I'm going to come with them later as my premium pick. Save the strongest plays for the subscribers. Hey, that's just the way I do it. Hey, if this show made all the money, made some money here, right, and the picks can make a bunch of money, I still would come here every day because you guys are the closest thing to friends I've got. So why not join me over at winnable.com/Ramon and use the promo code STEAM to save 20%. It comes out to 41 cents a day when you go to winnable.com/Ramon. You're going to go over there. You're going to see, click on the QR code right there, and it'll take you over to winnable.com. You're going to see it come up just like this. It's going to look like this on your phone. Clean, concise, right? You're going to go down to the subscriptions right here. Where you can sign up is also some free subscriptions here as well. If you're not on the free, just hit that button there and you get that free subscription there for the all VIP access. But anyways, choose the monthly here for $19.95. Okay, and hit subscribe in there. And don't forget to use your promo code STEAM in there. I'm going to do it right here on the air to show you how easy it is. It's not. No, I'm just kidding. It takes you down to $15.96 is what it takes you down to. There's a little fee there for Winnable there. And then you'll get the plays sent to your phone directly, phone device, laptop, email, however you want it. That's how we get it to you when the picks come in. It also grades the picks too. And we did have some good winners here yesterday, didn't we? for example. We had the winners there with Southeast Louisiana, and then we had the under in that Harvard-Dartmouth game. So please join me over at winnable.com/Ramon. Let Mikey tell you about it.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, there it is. We're going to do the drawing here if I can figure out how to bring the there we go. We're going to do the drawing here right now. We do have the next soccer match ready to fire up here at the top of the hour, Roma and Lecce. But I will say this, on the premium picks today, I did have a soccer card. Like I said, when you get down to business here and now all of a sudden you only have a page and a half of college basketball, I'm going to have time for a few. And hopefully I'm ready to go with my tennis. I think I've had enough success here anyway in the beginning. Wasn't as perfect as I would have liked it, but hopefully going to open up my public card for the tennis season here possibly tonight. I'd like to anyway. We've already had 3 days of action. I haven't gone public with any picks yet here to start the year, but about time to get into it. I'm glad it's back in the middle of the night for me to watch. All right, here we go with our drawing. There's Peasy. He's got the Oilers and the Lakers. Thank you, Peasy. All right, let's do the drawing here right now. Who's going to win 1 month of my picks? Who wants it? Robert, we got Peasy, we got Nicholas Handy, Stop Geo, Parma Jake in there, AJ, we've got Greg Gibson. You know it. Greg gets another month onto his subscription. Greg, you're one of the best guys here. Thank you so much every day for all of your hard work. Man, to have a guy like you to come in and type in all that information. And you know what? I wish I could show I know I don't get to every comment that you make on there. Hopefully it's okay. You get them in the chat, but to really appreciate all of your work, man. You're the hardest working guy right now in our chat. And I really do appreciate it. All right. And that's going to do it here for the Morning Steam show. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, with more Morning Steam. We'll get you ready. We're closing in on Thursday and Friday when we have the college football playoff here. And also, hey, we've had some great action here over the last couple of days. Also with the World Juniors Hockey Final there as well. And what else is going on? That's probably about it here for all the other sports that are going on. So make sure you're joining us back here with the Morning Steam tomorrow. Don't forget Mikey Money today, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Mikey gets you ready for the primetime action. But those were some good games yesterday, weren't they? With Canada winning and Sweden over the Czech Republic. So we know those teams there into the bracket there and into the big game there in the World Juniors. All right, gang, that's going to do it for the show. And for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
We make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the